Hi guys, you're back with Coach Marisa from Ultimate MMA Plus. Today I'm going to show you guys 5 exercises you can do for an upper body workout with a resistance band. Okay, resistance bands come in all different levels of resistance. This is the lightest, so you can always start light and then progress as you feel comfortable. I'm going to show you some variations to make the light feel a little bit heavier or to make it feel, bare minimum, baseline, doable workout if you don't strength train at all. Okay, so these are 5 exercises. They're all upper body related. Again, just a resistance band. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is a back row. So I'm going to grab just like a handle. I'm going to step on this. Okay, so I want to double up. I'm going to step both feet right on the band. I'm going to spread my feet out about hip width, maybe a little bit wider. Okay, where you're comfortable. I'm going to come down with a nice flat back here. So I don't want to be rounded. You want to be very conscious of your posture. So even if you stand up and then you just hinge right at your hips, tiny bend in your knees to lower yourself right into that good position. And I want you guys to look down. So don't look up because then you're stressing your neck out for no reason. So what you're going to do, I'm grabbing these just like handles like I mentioned. My feet are keeping the resistance band down. My feet are spread out. My back's nice and flat. And I'm going to just bring my elbows up, squeeze my shoulder blades together, try to keep those shoulders back and down as well. Hold for a second or two, then come back down. So extend those arms, row up, squeeze those shoulder blades together, then come back down. All the way up, all the way back down. So you are going to be working a little bit more if you're keeping yourself holding there, even 3 to 5 seconds. But we're going to focus on getting between 12 to 15 repetitions. So each one counts. For this exercise, we're using both arms same time. So that's our back row. The next one we're going to do is our opposing muscle. We're going to do chest press. So I'm grabbing like handles. I'm going to put this behind my back, just so you guys can see before I go down. It's overlapped right around where my tricep is. I don't want my elbow to pop out, so I want to kind of double up right in that area. And I'm going to lower down to the ground. This is going to be resting right underneath me. I don't want it too high. Again, it's level with my triceps and then on my back. And I'm going to press my arms up and then together. So all the way down, nice and controlled, press up and together. Obviously, there's ways that we can definitely make this a little bit harder by adding extra resistance, as in dumbbells, kettlebells. But for now, we're working today on just using, if we just have resistance bands at home. So I'll show you from this side. I have 2 nice right angles, almost right angles. Okay, I don't want to let this band go down here. I want my fist right over my elbows. I'm going to press up, but then I'm also going to bring my fists together. So all the way down, all the way back up. Again, we're going for 12 to 15 of these. And if we have a thicker resistance band, those are going to get a little bit more difficult. So the next few, they are on our feet. So we can go 1 arm at a time or 2 arms together. If you're going 1 arm at a time, it's going to make the resistance, a little bit heavier because I'm going to grab both bands. Okay, you can go lower. If that feels like too much, you can grab a little bit higher. I want to keep my elbow nice and tight to my body. I don't want to overcompensate. I'm going to do a curl up, come back down. I'll show you if that felt like too much, okay? But we're going to grab both sides of the band for this one. I'm not leaning back to get this up. I want to keep my arm nice and tight, no swinging. This is maybe a good thing about this because with dumbbells sometimes people swing. So this is nice and controlled. Again, squeeze that bicep and also decelerate going back down. So don't let the band control you. So all the way up, I can exhale, make that a little bit easier. Come back down again, making sure you're not using your back to do that. So I'll show you from the side. My posture stays exactly the same. Core is nice and tight. Curl up. And then control coming back down. I want to extend that arm, and I want to be able to curl all the way up. If that feels like too much for you, if you're newer, okay, if you don't work out a lot. Look, I stepped on just one side of it, and I'm going to grab only one side per hand. Okay, I can do both arms at the same time. Again, this is a little bit lighter resistance because I'm not using both sides of the band. And again, elbows nice and tight, curl up, and then decelerate, control going back down. Still, I don't want my arms out wide. I want my elbows resting right against my body. Curl up, nice and controlled, then come back down. Again, this is a little less resistance because I only have one side of the band. I curl up, I come back down. So So again, we're going for 12 to 15 reps. The next one, you can do one-sided or both at the same time. The one side I'm going to show you first. I'm going to put my hand right in here, just like a handle. I'm stepping on this. I'll show you we can step on it with 2 feet as well. But if I want to focus on just one side of my body, that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to do a shoulder press. Okay, so I'm holding this, holding onto the band. Feet are spread out, core is nice and tight. I'm going to press up and then over just that little bit and then control coming back down. So core nice and tight, press up, come back down. So nice and controlled here. We're working that shoulder. Come back down again, 12 to 15. If you don't do these often, I recommend starting with your less dominant hand. So I'm a righty, maybe start with my left side if I know that that is going to stop me at a certain number. So I don't want to get 15 repetitions with my strong arm and then my weaker side arm can only do 12. So you always kind of want that side to set the pace for you. And then we switch sides. Again, nice and controlled. Up and then over just that middle side. Up, over, shoulder press. If I want to, I can set both feet in. Okay, I can have my hands here and I can just lock straight out. Okay, so there's a lot of different variations, but these are just a few. For today, a little bit less resistance because I'm using both arms to work. Core is still nice and tight. Okay, again, 12 to 15 reps. So you can focus on just one arm at a time, or you can do both together for a little bit less resistance. Even with this light one, okay? For some people it might be even a little too much if you don't work out at all. And we want to be safe so you can progress yourself if you have a set of bands at home. The last one we're going to do, okay, this one I'm going to show you with both feet in here as we're going to go overhead, but I'm going to switch my grip. So I'm going to have my thumb down. So I'm going to switch my grip. So we're going to work triceps. I don't want my elbows flaring out to the side crazy. Okay, I want them straight forward, almost hugging my face here. So I'm just going to extend my arms up to the ceiling. So those fists punch the ceiling and come back down. So from this side, I'm going from bent arm to straight arm. Come back down. Straighten all the way out. We're doing tricep extension here. So I'm going to let those elbows bend, decelerate, press all the way back up. Decelerate, press all the way back up. Okay, so if you want to, again, maybe I choose just one side. Okay, this is going to be more resistance because all of that resistance on one side. Extend, come all the way back down. Okay, so now I have 2 sides of the band. Definitely makes it a lot harder. So either one is fine. A lot of these you can modify one at a time, both together. Okay, hopefully you guys like this. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. The whole workout is written down there. Again, you have 5 things. I'll run through them really quick. First one, we did our back row. Again, for this one, we're going to step on it with both feet. We're going to spread our feet out. Nice flat back here, looking down. Going to row straight up. Extend those arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as I come up and then decelerate. After that, we're turning it over. Making sure they're doubled up right where our tricep is, right in the middle of our back. Come down to the ground. Press up and together. All the way down, all the way up. After that, our next one is our bicep curl, either one arm or 2 arm. I'll show you guys our 2. Okay, so stepping on that, grabbing both sides, elbows nice and tight, hugging your side, all the way up, all the way back down. Next one's our shoulder press. We'll show with 2 arms. Okay, so I just went palm facing up, and I'm just going to extend those arms up, and then control coming back down. Exhale, don't lean back, come back down. And then our last one, we just flip those hands over. This is with both arms, and I'm just going to straighten out right at that elbow. So let our hands drop back, our elbows stay right in place. Exhale, straighten those arms out, bring them back down. So again, of all of these exercises, 12 to 15 repetitions, you can do anywhere from 1 set if you don't work out at all, 4 sets, you guys can feel it out. There's all different ways you can add to the band and use these, again, with dumbbells. I'll show you guys at a future date how we can add multiple resistance at the same time to give yourself a good workout. Hopefully you guys like this. If you did, give me a thumbs up so I know. If you have any questions, again, just feel free to leave me a comment. And if you never want to miss another workout, definitely subscribe to our channel, Ultimate MMA Plus. See you guys next time.